Life is made up of multitudes, some good and some bad. Amidst this constant cycle of happiness and sadness, symbols play an important role. The semicolon tattoo is one such symbol.
So I went for a wedding last time, my cousin's wedding, and I think one of my grandmother's sisters saw the tattoos. She's like, "Oh, such big tattoos. Who will marry you? What if the guy says no?" I'm like, "Okay, I won't marry him. Good night, goodbye, good night. I don't care."
So I have 4 tattoos in my body, and each one of them holds a very, very personal, significant memory.
Basically, semicolon means there is continuation, so we can move on in the life. So it's the memory, it's the reminder for them to it's just not the end.
It signifies hope and resilience in people who have gone through periods of mental health struggles. These struggles can be varied in their type and severity. We talked to a few who, through their own journeys and the semicolon tattoo, symbolize hope. It was towards the end of 2020. That was the year when I lost dad, and also going through a troubled time in my relationship, coupled with the tension and the stress which was building up in my job as a journalist. So I think there were a lot of significant changes that happened in that particular year, and all of those significant changes happened together at one time.
I realized I was depressed. I was like, something's wrong with me. And everyone's like, "You're perfectly fine. This is normal." And I used to overshare my whatever I was feeling mentally. And people used to go away from me because, it's just too much to hear, right? I used to wake up like 5-6 times in the middle of the night thinking, okay, I have to work on this. I have to work on that. I don't know what's happening to me. And my heart's beating so fast. What's wrong? I started seeing a new therapist into 2022, and she officially diagnosed me with GAD, generalized anxiety disorder.
Self-expression can provide a safe outlet to release the difficult emotions which have been kept, bottled up for a long time. And mental health struggles can make you feel disconnected from yourselves. Self-expression can help you explore and rediscover yourself and find out what you like, who you are, and what brings you joy. And it can also help you to form a deeper understanding of yourself. Symbols play a very big role in here to provide that safe way to process and explore the difficult experiences. And you say a lot of things without saying anything through symbol.
So I have 4 tattoos in my body, and each one of them holds a very, very personal, significant memory. I remember just breaking down at any given point of the day, and I don't know what triggers it, and that used to frustrate me because I could not identify the root cause of it. As a person, I'm a very, very calm person. I will always carefully understand the situation. I will not get angry or agitated. But during those days, I was always so anxious. So these were a couple of things that, were triggering me, were the things that I went through.
All this while people are like, they bared with you, like, now you're a burden to everyone. When you're expressing out, you look like you're a moody child, you have this tick, 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 like, I got tired of that because it's not happening in my control. I'm trying to control it, but it's coming out in bouts of rage. I don't know what to do with it. And I was like, I should die.
Semicolon, basically it's a hope for people who are into mental health, and they want to come out from that. Basically, semicolon means there is continuation, so we can move on in the life. So it's the memory, it's the reminder for them to it's just not the end. And somewhere tattoo is also associated with all this mental health and also the pain, shedding. So it's not only about the client are just shedding their pain or telling their problems or something. Yeah, they come to the point where they have to move on, they have to be more stronger. There are so many things an artist will learn from the client, and there are so many things a client will learn from the artist. So it's like vice versa, I feel.
Individuals express their individuality, their personal style and aesthetics through tattoos, and it can be a very cathartic experience, and it can be a permanent reminder of what struggles they have gone through and they have overcome it.
Why a tattoo? Impulsiveness. I wouldn't exactly say I was passionate about tattoos. In fact, I was very against tattoos.
Ma, I'm getting another tattoo. She's like, no. her immediate response is no. Semicolon for me is beyond just a punctuation mark. I think it is a reminder. It represents all those times when I did not give up, when all I could see ahead of me were roadblocks. I have a lot of friends who already have the semicolon tattoo, and I kind of went back to their conversation that I used to have with them. And yeah, I thought maybe just change the I into a semicolon, and that's how the concept of the tattoo came up.
Anything related to mental health, I'm up for it. Okay. I mean, although I look fine physically outside, I look hyper, perfectly fine, blah, blah. But inside is where I'm struggling the most. Inside is where I'm suffering the most. And, getting a sign of this would show me that, things will get better.
Impact of semicolon tattoo for people who have overcome mental health struggle can likely be very personal, and it may vary also. Semicolon represents, there is a sentence which could have ended, but the author chose to keep it going. It's a sign and symbol of the strength, the resilience, and the will to continue. It can also be an act of empowerment, to reclaim your narrative and to celebrate your journey. Semicolon tattoo has been recognized as a symbol of mental health awareness. Looking at another person with the same tattoo can foster that sense of belongingness and connection to a supportive community. It is a daily self-reminder for the person, look at this, look at your strength, and look at how far you have come.
I'm still going through it. I won't say I'm completely healed or completely gotten better. But looking back at what has happened, looking back at the things I've gone through, the struggle of waking up each day and, just struggling to live or just struggling to be yourself or struggling to do anything. I wish no one else ever has to face that in their life.
Looking back, I will forever be grateful of my experiences, because I think they taught me resilience, they taught me empathy, they taught me self-love. I think those experiences has made me a better person, and also I kind of grew up with those experiences. So I'll always be grateful.
It's very important for us to keep in mind that getting a tattoo is not a cure for mental health issues in itself. So a person may still require ongoing support and therapy for their mental health crisis.